Mr. O here, going to go through another daily geography. Hopefully this will help you out. This is week 15, a physical map of Australia. So we've gone from a full continent like North America and South America to another continent. So Australia, other side of the world. Unique about Australia is that it's a continent, as I've said, but it's also a country, and that's the only one that's like that. So pretty cool. One other thing I want to kind of point off before we get started, of course, we're going to look, I've already talked about the title. Pay attention to the legend anytime you start to look at a map. But I wanted to kind of point out the Southern Ocean down here at the bottom. You know, we don't talk about that often. This class we've talked about it a few times, but that lower ocean, we call it kind of the Southern Ocean. So if it asks an ocean question, the Southern Ocean is in play. So keep that in mind. So let's go through this. Number one, Australia is a large island continent. So that's a statement, not a question. Doesn't ask anything. The question comes next. Which labeled oceans and seas surround the continent? So we need to look around and see if we can find some oceans and some seas, kind of take a look all the way around. Give you a hint. We're going to have 6 total answers. 3 of those will be oceans, and 3 of those will be seas. So if you're watching this video, I'm not going to give that hint in class. 3 oceans, 3 seas, 6 total answers. So that'll give you an idea if you're on the right track. Number 2. Australia has 4 major deserts. Name them. So, to solve this one, I go down to my legend and I look to see that the desert icon is little speckles, and I can see that there are some deserts. And in fact, my deserts, a lot of them have the name desert in its name or in their name. So that shouldn't be too hard. Let's move on to Tuesday, number 1. Which mountains are on the south end of the Great Dividing Range? So really all I need to do here is figure out where the Great Dividing Range is. A range is oftentimes a mountain, usually a mountain, and I can see that the Great Dividing Range is here. And once I've located that, it becomes pretty easy. It just says what mountains are on the south end of that Great Dividing Range, and they have their own name. The answer is not Great Dividing Range. It's the answer is the name of the mountains that are south of the Great Dividing Range. This is Tuesday, number 2. Which labeled islands are part of the continent of Australia? So they're not actually attached. They are islands, but they are still part of Australia. And a hint here, there are 2. So you should have 2 for Tuesday, number 2. Wednesday, number 1. Which river is the longest in Australia and where is it located? So give me the name of the river and then just tell me what part of Australia. Is it northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, north, south, east, west? Which part of Australia is it located? Number 2 on Wednesday, name 5 inland waterways of Australia. So this is water that's not on the edge. It says inland waterways that are not on the edge. A hint here. 2 lakes and 3 rivers. So a total of 5 answers. 2 lakes and 3 rivers is probably easiest for you. Thursday, what's the area on the map that is called, let me start over. Thursday, what is the area on the map called that is a strip of water that connects the Tasman Sea with the Southern Ocean? So I need to find where the Tasman Sea is, and I need to find where the Southern Ocean is. And then there is a strip of water that connects those two. What's the name? Thursday, number 2. What's the name of the long chain of coral reefs and where is it located? So I need to find a long chain of coral reefs. The answer actually has reef in it, but there's 2 parts to this. Don't forget, where is it located? So is it north, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest? Make sure you give me the name and also where it's located. Friday, number 1. There are 2 large areas of the ocean that are partly surrounded by land. So I kind of look around. This is going to be on the exterior someplace. There's some parts of the water that is surrounded by land. So what are they? This one may be a little complicated, but if you figure out what a body of water is that kind of has some land around it, should be all right. Friday, number 2. Which landform is a high, broad-level plateau? The Barkly Tableland or the Great Artesian Basin? So you have to figure out which one is a plateau. Is a tableland a plateau or a basin a plateau? This is one of the only ones I'm really not going to give you that much help with. A quick Google search or a quick look at one of our textbooks will help you to determine this. One is definitely more like kind of a raised, almost small mountain type of landform. The other is definitely not raised much, and so you want to pick the one that is raised or that is kind of a plateau. Hopefully that helps you. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments, and good luck on week 15.